Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and I'm back today to show you the first small journal that I created from the My Porch Prints Cottage Charm Kit. I did not do this in the way of a tutorial, but I will explain what I did and each page as I go. I printed everything on cardstock, and any pages that were the main journal pages, I printed on two sides. The one side with the patterned design paper and the other side with the background paper. And that way, all my tags and these pages had already printed on the back of them, so I didn't have to cover with another piece of paper. So this is the layout that I learned from a video one time that I watched that just sews the journal together, and I believe this is the way that the signatures are done and fastened into a larger journal. So you may be familiar with that already, and when I get to the center of the book, I'll show you what I did. These pages are cut. The cover page is just, you cut the edge, the white edge off of the paper, and that is your main cover page. And then each page that you put inside is cut just a little bit smaller down this side, so that when you close the journal up, nothing sticks out from the side. So I have 4 main pages that are folded in half to make this journal. On the cover, I chose the fence with the florals. I thought made a beautiful cover with the butterflies, and then I decorated it in my own way. Up here in the corner, I used a piece of a blue and white doily, and I used the words from the kit Cottage Garden, which is the name of my journal. And this is paper flowers that I got at Michael's, I believe. Over here, I put an eyelet in the corner and used a pear clip and put on the clip one of the little tags with some words that I had: never give up, a key. I got a whole bunch of these keys from off of Amazon, and I tied a piece of lace. And I did glue this little ticket down just to hold it in place because it was flopping around to the side. I've used these little tiny words in here in various places, and those are just from the Tim Holtz, and these are just stickers that you peel and stick on. When I use the white ones, I usually use my ink and just distress them a little bit so that they not so stark white. But these come in handy for just little phrases so that you don't have empty space, and it adds interest to the book. Down here, I used tore a music page and inked it. This is just a piece of paper that I had in my stash, and I tore it and inked it. Let's see. Then I put on the coffee dyed cheesecloth, and my bow is from a recycled silk hand dyed ribbon that I order off of Etsy. And the words are just out of a box of words that I have. Whenever you get a hold of words, just go ahead and cut them out and put them in a box so that you can pull out words when you need them. This says, where flowers bloom, so does hope. These words were not in this particular kit. And this is an antique doily, just cut and used, and then some crocheted lace across the bottom. And you can see here on the edge, I used ribbon to tie the journal together, and I'll show you how I did that on the inside. Okay, on the inside front cover, I used a triple pocket. This came in the kit, and all you will do is cut them out and ink the edges glue down the large one first, and then the next one on top of that, and the next one on top of that, just the 3 sides. Then that will give you 3 pockets to put whatever you want to in there. I chose this postcard from the kit. These are all journal cards, and they're printed on the back with a pale print so that they can be written on. This floral pathway, and one of the beautiful cottages. This is a butterfly sticker, one of the peel and stick stickers that you can get almost anywhere. I order mine off of Amazon, so I don't have to leave the house to get what I need. They come in all colors and shapes. This at the top here, I didn't just want that to be blank, so I used a piece of paper that I had in my stash and just ripped the edges and inked. This is a piece of coffee dyed cheesecloth. This little piece of ephemera is from the kit. These silk roses I got at Michael's, and they're just glued on. And the word beautiful is from our kit. This page I didn't do anything on. I just love the looks of the house, and there is a little bit of blank space for writing on this page, so I just left it like it is. And I used one of our pretty tabs and put just a piece of little ribbon and the words "Be Amazed" on this side. I like the way these stick out from the side of the book. And on the other side of that tab, I just used a little piece of ephemera that I had in my stash, so there would be something on the back side. This pocket here is made from one of the little printed pockets from our kit, our My Porch Prints Cottage Charm kit. And it just glues together, and then I chose to have it open on the side. I decorated it with cheesecloth. This is from G. Kerr's Words and Phrases. She has a lot of great words and phrases, and I've just bought the different kits and cut them all out, and they can be printed over and over. And then in the side pocket, I have chosen this tag, and I just punched out the hole. It already had the tab printed on there. I punched out the hole, tied the ribbon, inked the edges, and slide it in. This is a piece of vintage lace. It's a piece of this that I used on the front. And then when I glued this down, I just glued the 3 sides so that there would be it would also make a top pocket. And I used this journal card and chose some words from my stash of words. A kind word is like a spring day. And this background is one of the background papers that's offered in the kit. So I just printed it on the back side of the houses. This next page features another cottage, and I only decorated it with some music at the top, ripped and inked. Chose the words Garden of Life, and then I used a little bit of bling. And this comes, like the pearls and the rhinestones, come in with sticky already on the back of them, and you just cut from the strip, however long a strip you need, and peel it off and stick it on. I put a tab on this page also, and I put an eyelet in it, and I used one of my pear clips, and I loaded it with the word perseverance, which is from one of the G. Kerr's Words and Phrases, a piece of silk ribbon, a piece of lace, another piece of silk ribbon, and this little collage here was on the end of this word, and I just cut it off and put it on this. So that just gives a little dangly thing there to hang out the side of the journal. On this side of the page, on the back side of this tab, I just put a little piece of ephemera that I had and a little music, sheet music, so it wouldn't be blank on the back. And the back side of this word perseverance showed, so I just used one of my Tim Holtz words that says use your wings. This is one of the pockets from the kit. It's a wide tag, and then it has a designed pocket to go on the front. There are 4 of them, and you can mix and match. So I used this a floral background with the plainer front for this pocket. And when I glued it down, I glued down the 3 sides so that it made a top pocket, in which I put this little folder. This comes designed like this in the kit. I just folded it in half and inked it and put a ribbon up there and stick it in this back pocket. So there's plenty of journaling space on it. Inside the pocket, I chose this little tag that was in the kit, and I just punched out the hole and tied some lace in the top of it. On the bottom of this pocket on the tag, I decorated with some lace. I made a lace pocket, and where I got that was I had bought a lace table runner, which had several different kinds of lace on it. This is a wonderful way to get your lace, and doesn't cost as much as buying lace in other ways. And many times you can find things like this from at the Goodwill store or somewhere. I got my dog Biscuit a duck toy, and it quacks, so he's playing with it right now. If you hear quacking in the background, that's Biscuit trying to entertain everybody. So I glued this lace on here on the 3 sides, and it was a little loose, so I went ahead and glued some book page, a piece of ribbon, the word flowers, so that it glued down this side and just left this side as a pocket. Okay. Give me the duck. Give me the duck. Well, I tried to get the duck from him, but he won't give it to me. So I guess we'll just listen to the duck quack. In the pocket, I put one of the little house tags. And I have these sticker flowers, and I thought, wouldn't that be pretty just to stick those on the front of that? So that is just sticker. This next page is a beautiful little cottage. And I chose the tag that was in the shape of a garden gate. And I decided to make it look like this was a gate that you would open to go into that, up the walkway into that house. And I used the words from the kit, come inside. And with my black pen, I made it look like it was a little sign hanging on the gate. These are some more stickers, which would just symbolizes flowers growing by the gate. And then when I glued it on, I just glued these 3 sides so there would be a little pocket for these pretty flowers. This is the center of the book, and remember I told you I printed a 2-sided piece and part of it was upside down, so I cut it in half and used it to make pockets in the center. I punched out with my hole punch the little tab there, a little dent there, so that you can know that there's something down in that pocket. I glued it here and across the bottom and up the sides. And that's a little bit tricky because when you fold it, it kind of bunches up, so you have to get it in there just right so that it'll lay flat enough that the book will close. On this side, I decorated the pocket with a little fence tag with, and I made it into a pocket on 3 sides with the flowers inside that can be written on the back. This is coffee dyed cheesecloth and just a little heart I had in my stash. I believe this is from G. Kerr also. Happiness and Crafting. This is a envelope that was in our kit, and it is just has 2 little tabs that fold inside. The bottom folds up. You glue these 2 tabs and then fold down the top. And I decided to have it in the pocket this way, so I decorated this side with some more of that lace from our table runner. It's just a beautiful lace. And then these 2 items are from the kit, and I chose the Tim Holtz words, "Shine like the whole universe is yours." So this is what shows when you put it down in the pocket. And also, that way you don't have to worry about fastening it, the envelope closed. This is from our kit, just a pot of flowers sitting there on the other side of this envelope, and one of my butterfly stickers. On the inside, I just took a page out of the Complete Garden book, which is a vintage flower book that I have. And I just put that inside there. You could put anything in there you wanted to. Some more paper to write on. Stick a note in there if you're going to give it to a friend. And this just tucks back down in this pocket. On this side, I decorated with this piece that came from, this piece of ephemera that came from our kit. I glued it down on 3 sides so that it would make a pocket. And I put these flowers down inside. And then some more of that table runner lace and words out of my stash. To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. Now in this pocket, I had previously used the Garden Market digital kit from My Porch Prints and made up a bunch of these tags that were in it that have 2 pockets on them. And so I already had this made, and it actually matches this journal. So if you haven't looked at the Garden Market kit, you might want to look at it and print it out too and do some journals with it, or even add some of the pieces in here. I may take a look at that for the other 2 journal items that I'm going to make here. But this is just from the kit. It has 2 pockets, and all these items, all these little tags, were from that Garden Market kit. And they have flowers and garden type things too, so they're appropriate for this kit. And I just decorated with some lace and some ribbon, a little bit of bling, my words, greatness comes from within, a sticker, flower, and a sticker, butterfly. And then I did put another item in the pocket, so that we have journaling space. And this is just a garden path. It comes like this, folded in half, and you have a nice journal card. So these just slide down in this pocket. Now you may be familiar with how to fasten a book together, but once you get it all together, you want to fold it just so that it's just right, and put a clip up here and down here. And then you poke 3 holes all the way through to the outside cover. And then you thread your needle with string or ribbon that I use like this time. You go through the center, up through here, all the way down and through this hole, and then back up through the center with 1 piece of ribbon on one side of this long piece and 1 on the other, and then you tie your bow. There are plenty of videos that show you how to do that. Okay, our next page features a window box of flowers with a bird up on top and shutters. And so I didn't do much on this page. I just put some coffee dyed cheesecloth and some more OG Kerr's Happiness and Crafting collage words, and a little piece of lace across the bottom. This page here features an angle pocket, which is included in this kit. You have two each direction. I used part of it in this journal. This background behind the pocket is actually a page out of that garden book, and I just thought it was beautiful to just feature on one of the pages behind the pocket. So this is out of my garden book, not from this kit. It's from my vintage garden book. And I decorated this page with just a little piece of lace and some words up here in the corner that say, flowers whisper beauty to the world, even as they fade, wilt, and fall. There was just an empty space there and I wanted to fill it up. So this is the tag or journal card I chose to put down in this pocket. I wanted to make sure those flowers could still be seen. On this angle pocket, I used another piece of my lace and made a pocket again. I glued this on the top, which kind of sealed down this side, and then this house is a journal card that can be written on, and I added my bling across the bottom. On this page, it featured a garden fence and a box with flowers, and so I just glued down one of our wide tags with the pocket, and inside the pocket I put one of the little mason jars with flower decoration, and I put this sticker on here so that when you put this down in the pocket, it looks like the flowers are in the mason jar. The mason jar is actually a journal card. And then I only decorated with a butterfly sticker and my pearls. This side has some beautiful lace that I've made into a belly band. And I got this lace off of Amazon. It comes in a package like this, and there were several different designs, and it's about 3 inches wide, which I thought would be just perfect for putting on the edge of our journals, or in this case, a belly band. There's a lot of lace came in that too, so it'll last me a long time. So I just glued it at the top and bottom, and then I put some cheesecloth and one of our little tickets to decorate it. Inside, I have put these lined pages that come like this in the kit. Folded them in half, and with the printing on the other side, it's still pretty on the inside too. I used one of our little tabs. This little piece of music here comes, some of the seam binding ribbon, hand-dyed ribbon that I order off of Etsy comes with this paper wrapped around it, and I always save it because it's kind of funky little music notes, and I just cut it up and use it. So I use it on this tab with the Tim Holtz words, "Let It Go," and that just slides in there. I love this purple background. This is, the next page has a garden gate with a wreath and a bird, and so I didn't see much need to decorate this page, except I did add some purple flower stickers down here just to give it a little more dimension, and our pretty blue butterfly. This is the last page, and I used another one of the angle pockets from the kit and layered it with coffee dyed cheesecloth, a ticket, a piece of that music wrapping from my ribbon, and the words that say, "Love is like a beautiful flower. which I may not touch, but whose fragrance makes the garden a place of delight just the same. That was a quote from Helen Keller. This is an envelope from the kit, and I have tied it closed with my seam binding ribbon that I have in all sorts of colors. And on the back, I just put one little dab of glue here to hold the ribbon on to the envelope, and glued down one of our tickets over it. And so this just unties to open. And these are stickers that I thought decorated that flap, our scallop flap, so pretty. And this opens up and has a journal card inside. So you can add to that or put anything inside there that you might want. Papers to write on, whatever you might want. But anyway, this just ties back closed. And there's plenty of space for journaling on this page in behind the envelope. And that just tucks down in there like that. And then on the back side, I didn't decorate this at all. It has this beautiful garden gate with tulips, I guess that is, growing there, and a blue jay. And I always write the name of my journal and Made with Love, Carolyn on the back. So that's my first journal. If you have any questions about anything, please put them in the comments and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Our next journal will feature these pages, and you of course can choose your own. This is what I've chosen from the kit, and I may need to print out some more of the ephemera and journal cards, or I might just pull from my stash over here of things that I have already made. So keep in mind that if you make 3 things out of this, you may need more ephemera. I think I have enough to do this one, but I may want to pull in something else just so that it's as good as it can be. So I'll be working on this one next, and I'll be back in a few days with this one completed and go through it with you. I know I've been doing step-by-step tutorials, but on this I just found it too difficult to pre-plan all these pages, and I had to kind of do it as I went along. So I just went ahead and put everything together, and I think most people don't really want to sit and watch me cut and glue and paste anyway. So I hopefully explained each page so that you know what I have done. And of course, you're going to want to design your own pages and only use mine for inspiration and ideas. So remember, every day is a gift, and look for the joy in each day and share it with everyone along the way. Spend your time dreaming and buying these kits, and then take the time to sit down and actually put something together. Don't let anything stop you from having the confidence to go ahead and put the glue on the paper and put it on there, because your ideas are unique and your very own, and just as good as anybody else's. So be brave and just step out there and make your own journals, and watch the videos and get yourself some ideas, and enjoy yourself. So until next time, I'll see you soon.